Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Fuel tanker explosion kills 3, injures 8, and several shops and property burnt at Diko Junction along Abuja-Kaduna Highway in Niger State. Southeast Governors Forum restrict movement of herdsmen carrying arms across all states in the region as they discuss critical security issues in Enugu State. Lagos police release 121 occupants of a truck from Jigawa intercepted in Lagos, clears them of any criminal intentions. And Hong Kong demonstrators defy ban on protest as police disperse them with tear gas, rubber bullets and water cannons. For more information on all our top stories, please visit our website, channelstv.com. youtube.com/channelsweb has all our shows. And let's continue with security matters. The face of increasing crime, the Police Service Commission has now put on hold the ongoing recruitment process into the Constable Cadre of the Nigeria Police Force. The reason for this action is to enable it finalize the remaining stages of the exercise. However, the need to increase the manpower of the Nigeria Police Force has become more pressing. In this special report, our correspondent Terry Kumi takes a look at the challenge of inadequate manpower in the Nigeria Police.
The Nigeria Police Force is the principal security agency in the country, responsible for maintaining internal peace and order. Its present workforce stands at about 300,000, with a task to police an estimated 200 million Nigerians. But the rising spate of crime and criminality across the country has raised concerns about the available manpower to carry out this mandate.
The Nigerian Police Force is clearly overwhelmed by the numerous security challenges plaguing the country, given that most activities of bandits, kidnappers, armed robbers, and herdsmen are carried out in enclaves.
The United Nations recommends at least one policeman to secure 400 citizens. The police recently moved to employ part-time constables to beef up its manpower, but not everyone likes the idea.
To call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to direct the Police Service Commission to put on hold the proposal for recruitment of part-time constables, as the measure will not address the shortfall in police personnel in the country or ensure the needed security.
There have also been calls for the creation of state police to bridge the deficit in the police-to-public ratio and curb crime.
And I want to suggest clearly that this Senate must take it as a responsibility to make provision for state police going forward as quickly as possible. So if we're able to come articulate processes and procedures that will ensure that this is not abused, I think that will go a long way in resolving this problem.
But there are those who view the manpower deficiency differently.
We need to do a reorientation of values in this country. What does one person needs 60 policemen for? Is to show his class. But let us be more reasonable in how we use manpower. A policeman opening gate for you, holding an umbrella for you, is that what a policeman should be doing?
Beyond manpower shortage is also the issue of equipment deficiency.
In fact, there's nowhere in the world I have enough policemen. What they've done is to use gadgets, equipment, to complement what the police are doing. If you have cameras along the streets, you don't need to have policemen manning the roads, stopping you when you beat traffic.
While the Police Service Commission has suspended the recruitment of police constables and is trying to sort out the issues surrounding that suspension, it is also important to look at the welfare and training of officers to make it enticing enough for the right and qualified members of the public to show interest in joining the force. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.
The suspension of the Ruga settlement by the federal government is still drawing reactions. But this time, the Christian Association of Nigeria is rejecting the program, describing it as unconstitutional. The leaders of the association made the comments today at the Stakeholders Summit in Lagos. CAN President Reverend Olashupo Oduayokunle and the President of the Nigerian Christian Graduate Fellowship explained that they are completely opposed to the establishment of Ruga settlement in any part of Nigeria in the interest of national unity.
Let me state here clearly that our position, though may differ from that of the government, but it is not in opposition to the government, but a way of helping those in government by calling their attention to the dangers that may come from their proposed actions if adequate caution is not taken. Our unity, in spite of our diversity, is indeed our strength. This makes a compelling case for CAN to embark on this journey. If the political space is burning, it is impossible for the church to thrive. This is a moment for leadership from CAN. We will march on regardless of distractions until government does what is right regarding Ruga and control of waterways B. Ruga should not only be suspended, but totally abrogated.
CAN's position is that Ruga is unconstitutional and we reject it in any form or modification and in its entirety. CAN is saying Ruga is unconstitutional and we don't accept it.
The presidency is insisting that Leah Sharibu, the Dapchi schoolgirl still held captive by Boko Haram insurgents, is alive and that negotiation for her release from the terrorist group is still ongoing. The senior special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, said in a statement that the government will not give up on Leah Sharibu, who was denied freedom by the terrorist group because of her Christian faith. The statement reads, and I quote, "Instead of giving up, the government is carrying forward processes that should hopefully yield a release by her captors. Contrary to false reports, she is alive. Lines of communications remain open with the kidnappers to secure the release of Leah Sharibu." End of quote. The statement appeals for patience in dealing with the challenge with assurance that the administration is fully conscious that any misstep on a delicate issue such as this can be costly. Effective from Monday, September the 2nd, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway at the Berger-Kara Bridge axis will be partially closed for repairs. Arrangements are already being put in place to absorb the impact that might arise with traffic management along the heavily plied route. This next report provides in graphic detail the anticipated effect of the closure, as well as the necessary diversions and alternative routes to cushion the impact.
The Kara end of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Cars coming into Lagos will be diverted at this point, just before the Ogun River, to join traffic at the other side of the road with cars leaving Lagos. Now, this diversion would continue all the way to Berger, at which point traffic will be restored to the other side. This is Berger bus stop. At this point, cars coming into Lagos will be sent back to their regular lane. Traffic from the old Lagos toll gate, inward Ojudu Berger and Isheri Olowora can go by the Isheri Feeder Road after the second Oando filling station for cars only. Motorists coming from Isheri Olowora can use the provided accelerated lanes to join the narrowed Ibadan-bound carriageway. Further afield, traffic in and out of Lagos from Benin Ore can use the Ijebu-Ode-Egbe-Aja to Lagos route and Shagamu-Ikorodu Lagos routes.
Meanwhile, the Ikorodu-Shagamu Road is one of the routes that will serve as an alternative to access and exit Lagos during the reconstruction of the Berger-Kara section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Channels Television visited some sections of over 30-kilometer road for the second time in 5 weeks. Here's an update on the state of the road and its preparedness to accommodate traffic from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, while the planned section for rehabilitation remains closed.
It's a busy Saturday on the Ikorodu-Shagamu Road. Maneuvering the bad portions of the road is an unavoidable daily task for motorists, even on a weekend when traffic is expected to be light. This presents a good idea of what traffic could be on weekdays when trucks and tankers ply that route. The situation is worrisome, and motorists have endured this for years.
The experience is very bad. Nobody can ever pray for this kind of situation.
We are not enjoying this. The traffic is too much. Every day, we are facing the traffic every day.
As an alternative, expectations are that adequate palliative measures will have been done on the road to cushion the effect of traffic congestion that will arise from the partial closure of the Berger-Kara end of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
I'm not saying the road, the entire stretch has been rehabilitated. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it is better and it is an alternative to whatever anybody wants to use now. So it's still in a better shape than what it was then.
In the past months, sections of the road have been reconstructed. The placement of drainage curbs along the Ogijo boundary community in West Shagamu in Ogun State seems to be a fresh work. Road users say the level of work done is short of expectation of a project which commenced in May 2018.
The experience is so bad. Honestly, you can see yourself, the road is so bad, but we'll thank God for the federal government. They are on it. But the only problem is just that the job is slow.
Sometimes last year, the Arab contractor started a bit of construction on this road. As you can see yourself, the construction has been fully abandoned. And the road, as it is now, is worse than what it used to be before they started the project. Now we are suffering here every day.
When the construction of the Berger-Kara section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway commences, motorists will have to brace up for more challenges.
One of our musicians said, suffering and smiling. We Nigerians, what will we do? We are at the hand of the government. There's nothing we will do. We are going to face it, suffering and smiling.
Suffering and smiling is an expression used to describe the resilience of Nigerians in situations like this, with the expectation of getting the very best at the end of it all.
When the news at 10 returns, Nigeria's stock market value drops by 116 billion naira within the month of August as investors seek catalysts to lift sentiments. That's in business news. Please join us.